Hello everyone. Welcome back to Repairs to Go channel. It's been a long time. Here's an iPhone 14 charging port replacement tutorial. Start with the two bottom screws. Apply controlled heat around the display perimeter to soften the adhesive. Do not overcook one corner. Even heat is the goal. Create a slight gap between the rear glass and the case using a thin metal spudger to cut the adhesive. A thin plastic pick to separate the screen adhesive. If necessary, use an isopropyl alcohol to help soften the glue. Stay shallow. The aim is to cut adhesive, not dig into the frame. If the glass does not move, apply more heat and isopropyl. Patience is faster than replacing a rear glass cover. Lift the rear glass carefully from the correct side and support it like a book cover. Do not let it hang on the flex cables. Once inside, remove the bracket covering the relevant connectors. Keep those screws mapped exactly. Apple screw length discipline is not optional. Disconnect the battery always. After that, disconnect any other connectors you need to free your working area safely. Clearing the lower assembly path. The iPhone 14 charger port flex does not sit in isolation. You need access. Depending on your exact approach and the device's internal state, you will usually need to move or remove lower components that obstruct the port assembly. Work methodically. Remove the loudspeaker, then the taptic engine, and note how each sits against the frame. Watch for small grounding clips, adhesive back sections that resist lifting, flex paths that tuck under neighboring parts, screw locations that look similar but are not. Do not lever parts upward from the wrong end. Many lower modules have a natural release direction once the fasteners are out. Learn that direction and follow it. You can use isopropyl to help soften the adhesive as well, but with care. Removing the old charging port flex. Now deal with the port assembly itself. Inspect how the flex is routed before removal. Take a bench photo if needed. This is not laziness. It is insurance. The old port may be held by a mix of screws, brackets, and adhesive seating points. Release it in sequence. If adhesive resists, apply mild heat and work slowly with a plastic tool. Pay attention to the port opening in the frame. Dirt, adhesive residue, or tiny frame distortion can stop the new part from seating perfectly. Clean the area before the new assembly goes in. Installing the replacement part. Test fit before tightening everything down. Seat the new port in the frame opening first. Check external alignment by eye. A crooked or proud fit at the bottom edge usually means something is trapped underneath or the flex routing is wrong. Then route the flex exactly as intended. Do not introduce fresh twists or tension. The lower assembly area is tight enough already. Lightly secure the assembly, then recheck. 1. Bottom port alignment. 2. Screw hole alignment. 3. Flex lay against the chassis. 4. Clearance around speaker and taptic areas. Only then tighten fully. Reinstalling the removed components. Reinstall the loudspeaker and taptic engine in a calm sequence. Components should sit naturally against their locating points. If they rock, something underneath is misplaced. Reconnect only what you need for an interim test if you prefer staged verification. Many technicians like to connect the battery and dock-related connections before sealing the display, just to confirm the phone responds to charge. That is sensible, as long as you do it carefully and without exposing the board to unnecessary risk. Then complete the rest of the internal reconnect ion work. Replace all brackets with the correct screws. Do not guess. If a screw feels wrong, it usually is. Inspect for trap dust, loose brackets, and forgotten tools before the rear glass closes. Then reconnect the wireless charging coil connector, seat the panel, press evenly around the perimeter, and reinstall the bottom screws. At this stage, the job should look untouched from the outside. That is the benchmark. A functional repair with poor fit and finish is still a poor repair. Test charging the right way. For verification, use a 20W adapter and an MFI certified cable. A successful repair should let the iPhone 14 charge quickly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.